Hello and welcome to the video about rings. Oh, gymnastics rings. So yes, we are going to be talking about gymnastics rings today and how to use them and a couple of exercises that are going to get you nice and strong, but mainly doing ring muscle ups, which is quite an advanced movement. We're going to be talking about ring support, pull-ups, dips, and the transition between a pull-up into a dip. That's where you start to get into your muscle up kind of zone. Let's get into it. So with me behind the rings, I will be telling you the first most important thing, hand position. Now, when we normally grip, people think you're meant to grab it like this with your hand around it. We don't want our wrist being cranked back like this. This is not a happy angle. This is a happy angle. You want to think that you're punching down into the ground. Make sure you get your false grip. With our false grip, with our strong hands, we bring the rings either side of us, come up onto tippy toes, and you need to do a little bit of a bounce. You're going to straighten out your arms and hold yourself on the rings. Bing! This is ring support. In this position, you are squeezing your shoulders down and driving into the floor. If all of that is still quite too difficult and you can't quite get the stability, grab a partner and they're going to put their hands on either side of the rings and press inwards as you hold your ring support. So now that we have our false grip, we also have our ring support, we're going to start dips. Jumping up to the top, getting our ring support, controlling down with our chest coming to the rings. Like so. Always make sure that when you do your dips, you're bringing your shoulders down to the rings, not bringing the rings up towards you like this. That's a stretchy, achy, snappy, not good, unhappy place. Then we want to start focusing on the up portion, where we can get our ring support nice and tall. We're also going to be controlling down and pressing out of the bottom. When I do this, my elbow ends up in this position with my shoulder on the ring. This means I am using my chest to push and also my tricep to extend my elbow. So we have our false grip, karate chop and grab. We've got our ring support, nice, beautiful, upright with a squeeze, shoulders down. We've got our dip, controlling down and being able to press out. Our next thing is on the ground. Please come and join me. Hello. We're going to discuss how to get our pull-ups. First off, we're still in our false grip position. I want us looking up to the sky, squeezing hands together and pulling the rings to our chest and back down. If we do want to do a full normal pull-up, we include our legs. Raise them up, take away the pressure. Now, the most important part when we come to do our pull-ups is thinking about where we're pulling them to. So we've got our false grip in our rings and we're not pulling them to here on our collarbone, on our neck, which will be the tendency because we will be up and down and we will think the quickest way to get this to a pull-up place is to do that. We want it to be more of a row. We've got our nice wrapped position and I'm pulling with my knuckles together to below my chest level, where my sternum is, where my solar plexus is and my ribs start to split. That is where we are pulling. It's going to have to split across. So pull to your rib cage, squeeze all of your back muscles and focus on keeping your shoulders down away from your ears. Now, let me show you the transition. Thank you so much for that lovely intimate moment down on the ground together. So sweet. So now that we have our false grip, we also have our ring support, we've got our dips, we also have our pull-ups. We're going to talk about the transition between a pull-up into our dip position. This is the tough part. This is where we start to get into muscle ups. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my toes on the floor the whole time, and that's what you should do when you first start off. So, starting at the bottom, like we said before, still with our false grip, nice and wrapped in. Knuckles together, chest up to the sky. I want you thinking about sky, 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 That might make you dizzy. Now, let's do that again. Knuckles are facing together. Chest is up to the sky. I'm raising up to reach my sternum. I rip the rings apart through my chest. And then I would obviously press out into our ring support. We're doing this nice and close and pulling apart around our rib cage so that it's the most efficient and easy way to get that position. If I were to do this, which I see a lot of people doing, where we pull to our neck and then try and come out and up and over and onto, no one has the shoulder strength for that. No one has the stability for that. You need to be more efficient with your movement. Knuckles together, to the ribs, to the ribs. Rip them through. You have to try and make yourself dizzy with how fast you bring your chest through and your head through to get into your dip position for the muscle up. This is what it will look like. Now you know all of the exercises that I want you to be practicing to build up to one day eventually doing a muscle up. But for now, get your ring support beautiful. Make sure your false grip is really strong. Practice your dips where you're able to go down and press out if that's what you want to build up to. Practice your pull-ups. Again, take resistance away by using your feet if you need to. And just focus on enjoying time on the rings. It's really good for shoulder mobility. It helps your core a lot. And it's going to get you nice and strong. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Give us a like, do all the stuff, and thank you so much for being here today. And I hope you enjoy doing some ring exercises. See you guys.